back to Weebology. Thank you, everyone, for coming to class. I am Ricky.
And I am Ethan.
You doing all right today, Ethan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A firm and resounding yeah.
Yeah, we had a pretty cool bonus episode, which y'all have already listened to, I assume.
Weeks ago.
Obviously.
Weeks ago by
possibly
now.
months.
Time is an illusion here in the lab.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. We talked to a admin team from a pretty large Facebook group and, had a lot of fun without you.
Without me. If you remember, I had gotten sick for you weeks and maybe months ago. For me, it was
potential years. You never know.
Years. We'll release when we do. But I was just zonked, and Ethan took the reins, the helm, and whatever third thing he can take. But he took it and ran with it and had a great interview. And
the hero's cape.
He took his hero's cake.
Whoa.
He had a cake and ate it too. And the man got his kickbacks that day. So thank you for doing
Always
the interview.
do, always will.
So, the hell are we doing today? What are we doing today?
So today we are talking about the fall 2019 anime premieres.
That is exactly what we're doing today. So kids, this should be right around the time when the fall is just coming out. Some things may have yet to come out. Other things are probably just starting a couple episodes, according to some of these releases. And if you've listened to our past spring and summer anime previews, I guess this is
quandaries or some shit,
as it were.
We aren't linguistes.
We aren't linguistes at all. Our best guess is that, is it going to be good? Are we hyping on it? Or are we just going to leave it by the wayside? So, yeah, we'll just dive right into it. If you want to follow along, go to livechart.me, and they have all of your animes for the particular season on deck, and you can just kind of go along with us. So we're just going to rip down the list. And the first one is a very familiar anime near and dear to our hearts, A Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone. Yeah, I am I'm loving it. It rips so hard.
It's funny too. I've actually been looking at some reviews of people online that have been pretty lukewarm on it. They have not been a fan of it.
It's because they're dumb, folks.
I guess he is a professor. I guess he can't. You can technically say that.
I mean, of course. Well, I can say that regardless because, yeah, I do what I want. No,
I do what I want.
I don't know. I think if you didn't care about the science at all, it would be kind of boring.
Yeah, and it's funny. I actually had a question written down. I've been loving every second of it. That's undeniable fact. But I don't know if we brought it up in the last episode about power systems we had with RoboPat. Check that out if you haven't. Do you consider science a power system?
For sure.
Okay. Oh, in what ways does it make for a good power system?
Well,
it's tight. For one, the rules are defined.
Yeah, it turns out the rules don't change very often in science.
Hey kids, science, the rules are tight.
Yeah,
they're cool.
I don't know. I'd say it's kind of hard to compare to something like Nen or Ki or anything like that, even though those do come theoretically, science is the basis for all of those things.
Yeah, and good power systems have a little bit of at least one foot in science.
Right, so I don't know, man. It's obviously a power system because some people have the knowledge of science and some people do not.
It is like one of those things that you kind of know you're looking at it when you see it, but you can't really define it. But you're like, yep, that's a thing. That's what that is. So yeah, science is a great power system, and they made it's essentially an isekai as well. I heard that argument before. Getting isekai in your own world. Thoughts?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
That's kind of what that is.
You know what? That's interesting. That right there is fire. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it like that, but it is true. I think, wait a minute. If you're kidnapped, are you isekai'd to your own reality? Oh, no.
And now we're getting somewhere.
And
now the
it
hot
gets
takes
real.
are coming. Yeah, if you basically put on VR, well, we already know that that's isekai, but if you have a bag over your head or something, I'm not saying I'm going to, Ethan, but
Wait,
okay,
how about this? What if you die, okay?
Yes.
You die in your house.
Yes.
They take you to the hospital and revive you. Were you just isekai'd?
For a brief moment. I think you Are
what
you
do
saying?
you mean? I think you straight up were isekai'd back to your own world.
Wait, you have to die though. Like,
You died.
So you did die.
Yeah.
I think as long as you get like maybe kind of an Aqua-san visit, the useless goddess herself, then I would argue that you have officially been isekai. You need a little bit of push from the gods, at least in that case. But yes, Dr. Stone. We obviously love it. It's super great. And it will be continuing in the fall because it is another one of those weird 24 episode scenarios.
Yeah, I don't know where all this came from. First it was Dororo, or whatever the hell you call it. Then Demon Slayer also is 24.
Right.
And I think Attack on Titan was previous to that.
I think actually Attack on Titan is the reason why they're doing this.
Potentially.
Because remember season 1 and then 4 years almost, the hype was dead and it just died. I mean,
but I think isn't that just because Attack on Titan releases one manga volume every month? It's not like a weekly thing.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's not like a Shonen Jump. It's just you get a big fat stack of chapters and stuff like that. So okay, I'll bite. So obviously Dr. Stone, top of the list on here as well. Huge, great ratings. Check it out if you haven't yet. You have a whole half a season to catch up on if you haven't watched it. But I highly recommend it. So, next one, Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of Underworld.
Can I first off say what the fuck is Alicization?
I don't know. I think so. What this is the second part of Sword Art Online, Alicization or Alicization. I don't know.
Spell it.
Alicization.
Who knew?
Yeah. Limimao.
Yeah,
something like that.
You know what? I know we say we're not linguistics, but generally I do have a pretty decent vocabulary. I ain't never heard of that.
That one's a biter. That one really hit hard. But I don't know, man. I might watch it.
I don't like Sword Art Online, so
have you ever seen any of them though? Have you ever seen any of them though?
I watched some of the first one until I decided I hate harems. Thoughts?
I think a tasteful hint of harem could
Actually,
be effective.
Can you look on the list there and see if that Arifute or whatever the hell it's called?
What you looking for?
World's commonplace to most strongest or whatever. Is gonna be
I know what you're talking about. I don't think that's on here.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, it's bad. You watched that
it's
isekai?
super harem-y.
Is that the one? Was that the one with the blacksmith kid, where he gets like a transmutation skill?
Yeah.
His whole class goes into the world.
So this show is called Arifureta.
Oh, this
world's most commonplace to world's strongest or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? Hard detour. Tell the people why you're not a fan.
Yeah, so he basically this whole class gets transported to another world to help this kingdom basically fight back against demons, and they have to go through this thing called a labyrinth, which is straight up just a maze.
Par for the course, standard affair isekai. Cool.
Yeah, so they have to do that, and basically one of his teammates ends up turning against him and blowing him off the bridge, and so he falls down.
Okay, that's interesting.
I know. I was so interested after the first one or two
episodes.
It's
got like Shield Hero vibes to it. Someone betrayed him, and he's got to work. Okay, keep going. Yeah.
So the way he's gaining all these powers is he found a way where if he's like basically starving down there by himself, he eats a monster, but also drinks this like holy water stuff.
Okay.
Which normally, if you eat a monster, you die. Because the monster junk kills you. Well, he eats it, he drinks the holy water, and then for whatever reason, holy water can heal all wounds, yet it doesn't heal his wounds.
So sassy.
No, so it heals his wounds of eating the monsters, and so he actually gains all their skills to his skill tree. So it's actually kind of cool the way they do it. Is it a permanent effect,
or is it just this one time?
Oh no, it's permanent.
So now he has the holy water inside of him. He can now basically.
No. Okay, sorry. Holy water is, temporal. Like you have to do it every time you take injury.
Yeah.
But eating the monster and gaining its skill is forever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so you're probably following along thinking, wow, that actually sounds kind of lit.
I'm a little on
And
board.
frankly, at this point, yeah, it's kind of lit. And the fact that, they do it like a very, very VR-y, like when he gets a skill, it'll pop up like in front of him as like it being a screen.
Very sort of
saying like, you gained a blink skill from that evil rabbit you just ate. And
I wish it happened to me. I'm eating evil rabbits in my backyard all the time, and I'm getting no skills.
Yeah, it's
only
pretty
worms.
insane.
Only worms. No skills.
Honestly, only disease. I don't get it.
I don't know. Is disease skills? I don't know.
Yeah. No. Anyway, and that's all fine. And then he meets this 700-year-old vampire girl.
Let me guess. Lowly City, USA.
Yeah, but they actually like go too far. Now, guys, I know this might be hard for y'all to believe considering our opinion on Seven Deadly Sins. That was fine. Like, there was nothing like super sexual. They just say they love him. They kiss, whatever.
Oh, you're talking about Bond.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
and
Meliodas
Elaine.
was just
No.
groping Liz.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
Okay, just what? Okay.
But
fine.
Bond and Elaine is like, it's okay.
They did Mac. They didn't do anything overtly sexual. I'll
Now,
say
these two, straight up naked, in a hot tub, on top of each other. That's it for me, guys.
Counterpoint. Konosuba, Kazuma, and Megameme did the same exact shit.
Okay, well, I didn't get there yet.
Oh, well, they made fun of it because Megameme got called a loli and punched his lights out. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, it's rad. That's why she's best girl, maybe.
Oh, no. Continue. Yeah, so saying this was a massive tangent and an aside, and frankly, you can completely disregard it if you want, but my suggestion is...
No, Ethan, you know what? They're here for that. They're here for your review and maybe your chastisement of a certain show. So you're saying steer clear? Is this what you're getting at?
Like, it's not, like, so unique from a power system and, like, action standpoint that you have to watch it. And frankly, the CGI is the worst freaking thing I've ever seen.
Oh no, it has CGI?
It's so bad.
Oh.
No, it's like the show is great, and then all of a sudden they'll just make a monster have CGI for no freaking reason.
The real test is it a CGI crowd? Did they use CGI to do like the crowds in cities and stuff like that?
No.
Okay. Then
This is what's insane.
Okay.
The monsters are even not CGI until they're fighting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that's so ugly.
It's really bad.
All right, you've kind of chilled out the waters there.
Oh,
I'm not
actually,
gonna-
the
I'm not
monsters are
gonna touch it.
CGI, but the main characters still aren't. Oh my god. It's like the dumbest shiz I've ever seen. If you guys made this show, be ashamed of yourselves.
Be ashamed.
Bad look.
You cut quarters are in an already easy show to make.
Bad look.
Bad you. So okay, I love that aside. We needed that. So Sword Art Online, you're gonna binge it. You're gonna binge all of it, every bit of it.
If I told you I'm not watching any of it, would that surprise you, Rick?
Not even a little bit. So I might watch it. Y'all have, if you've been listening to the podcast for a little bit now, I'm a bit of an isekai guy. I kind of like the power fantasy of it. I just want to bring something up. Is that it? This is a certain installment in the entire series of Sword Art Online. Light novels. I want to say light novels are just books. Ethan, do you want to take a crack a guess at how many books there are in the Sword Art Online universe?
55.
Jesus. Did you say that because you heard my tone was going to be high?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. You're insane for even saying it.
Is it low?
It's lower than that, yeah.
Oh,
They're like light novels, so like books.
Geez, 12?
Higher than that.
How dare you chastise me?
You kind of overdid it with the
absolutely dare you.
55. You did it with the 55. I don't know what else you wanted me to say to you right now. You got one
15.
more. 18. They're 18 full-fledged.
Absolutely, how dare you?
What do you mean, how dare me? You led with 55.
Just double it.
Just actually insane. So there are 18 books in the Sword Art Online universe, and this is number 9. The War of Underworld is number 9. I don't know. All of these... Sword Art Online got an 8.2 on my anime list. Sword Art Sword Art Online 2 is the worst at 7.13. That's kind of a nice go. I don't know. I think I might. This one is like at a 7.73, as at least the first part is. So I might watch it. Look for a review in a future podcast app. I don't know. I'm lukewarm on it. But if you're not gonna watch it, I don't know if a solidarity move.
Don't blame this on me.
I'm blaming it on you.
Absolutely, how dare you?
I'll never see a potential masterpiece because of you. And it's all on your shoulders.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
I thought you were going to be a little too okay with that.
And strangely, I'm all right.
Speaking of shows that you are not a fan of.
Oh, no.
You know what? You want to just say it?
Okay, so not a fan of is a little harsh. I think it's okay.
We haven't said the name yet.
Fire Force.
There it is. Fire Force-u.
Enetsu no blah, 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 blah.
And then no Sodubati?
Yeah, that one.
Shobatai. There it is. All right. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm not really extremely. Yeah. I barely do English. I don't know. So, Fire Force. I have a great case for why you should watch it. Okay, maybe I gave you too much negativity. It essentially spoke for you, is what happened. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think never do that. Absolutely do not.
His face slowly recoiled into a coy, smug look. Like, how dare you even speak for me?
I mean,
you tiny child.
I just think the show is nothing really special. I honestly think that Blue Exorcist did nearly the same thing, potentially better.
I don't know. I would argue that Blue Exorcist is kind of in the same camp. I know it's the whole fire bits making an easy argument, but these infernals in the show Fire Force, very demonic entities, but I knew we were going to have kind of this.
It's cool. Like, it is. But what I'm worried about is that first episode was, like, unreal. You're like, holy shit, this is going to be cool the whole way through. And even to this point, I would say it hasn't really matched the first episode.
I'd argue the most recent episode has finally kind of the last couple, because for those of you at home that have not seen Fire Force, it will be continuing on in this fall season. Quick synopsis is that in this world and kind of, I guess, the near future, I'm assuming.
What is it, Neo Tokyo?
Neo Tokyo, something like that. And basically, people started spontaneously combusting into these things called infernals that are basically fire demons. And there are fire-wielding, pyrokinetic firefighters that fight fire with fire. How many fires can I put in one sentence, Ethan?
They also drive fire trucks.
And the show is actually pretty fire. So
it's like
okay,
potentially it could go really, really well. I think it could be good.
Yeah,
it's just like
I think it's all there though. I think all the nuggets are there. I think right now there's an internal struggle amongst the organizations that claim to be the good guys, the one that defend humanity from these infernal beings, or at least when they do become them, let their soul pass on. And that leads into the other point where there's this religious overtone to the lore,
right?
Which is a real, I would say, realistic way of when we
first watched it, we all kind of came to the conclusion that that's probably what would happen. You know what I mean?
Oh, I cannot explain this actual spontaneous combustion phenomena, Ethan. What do we do?
You know what? I think it's probably, let's start praying, bud.
Let's start praying. Let's make a religion out of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think you look at, like, Norse mythology and even Greek and Roman mythology, things they couldn't explain, they decided, yeah, that's got to be a god.
That's a god.
The sun going up and down. Oh, that's Apollo. Pulling the sun behind a chariot.
War is crazy, right? Mars.
Or Tyr, or whoever the hell, Baldur, I don't know.
Just said Baldur. So if you're into kind of actiony shows, at least give this one a watch. It is animated by David Production, as we said in a previous episode. JoJo Bizarre Adventure Studio that did this, and written by the guy who wrote Soul Eater. So if you're a fan of that show and that aesthetic, this one might be for you.
And I will say, you can very clearly tell that it's the same like aesthetic.
Yeah, that's actually
Like his smile is basically soul.
I was looking at the eyes, like the squared off
Yeah,
eyes, and
totes.
everyone. That's totally.
Totes my goats, dude.
That's the thing, and I think in the most recent episode, someone gets clocked hard, and I don't want to give any spoilers away.
Then don't move on.
Oh my god, I want to say it though.
You obviously want to spoil it.
You know
Don't
what?
do that.
Watch it. I'm gonna spoil it as soon as this season's over. You mark my words, world. So the next one is the granddaddy of shonen anime right now. It's coming back for a 4th season.
My Hero Academia.
So good. I think this can be the strongest season yet, without a doubt. Have you
Yeah, I mean,
you read any of the manga?
I
at
sure
all?
haven't, but I do know what's gonna happen, and I think it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be great. The villain coming up in this one is probably my favorite in the entire series.
Senior Overhaul.
He's my favorite by far, just in the way his mentality, his philosophies, his quirk, his charisma to the point where who he's getting to follow him. All is so good, and I'm really excited to see it. Needs no introduction. You think it'll probably? Do you think with the fall anime run that it'll be good enough? Because it's not a consistent set. It's question mark eps. Because seasons in My Hero vary wildly in terms of length. So do you think?
Which has been kind of weird.
So let's say that the anime runs into January of next year in 2020.
Yeah, huh?
Do you think, even if the arc or the episode or the season, doesn't actually end at the end of the year, do you think it can still win Anime of the Year?
Yeah, I mean, I think like Rosie had mentioned from that episode, the bonus episode, if it's based on like fan votes and like,
Yeah, except,
very heavily,
Right.
it's gonna win. I think.
Crunchyroll is I remember the first year they tried doing it. The way that the voting happened was so rigged. It wasn't rigged. It was just a bad
Rigged.
It was rigged. Yuri on
rigged.
Ice swept with the triple axle that year. That was bullshit. No, but they since fixed it up that a lot more fan input is possible. So I think that's why the year after My Hero Academia just swept. It swept. And for
Right.
good reason. I'd
Yeah, I
argue.
mean, it fully swept in 2018 or 17, right?
I think it was 17.
18, 17. Made it an Abyss one.
Yeah. 17? Oh, you think
What are
17?
you
Yeah,
laughing
18.
about? I just came to the realization because in our episode number 14, we talk about Made in Abyss, and I very clearly remember myself coming up with the
I can't
fact.
remember a time you thought I was ever wrong. I'm always right. It's clear that I'm always right.
Oh,
Well,
you know what? Go ahead and go on to the next one there, buddy.
oh my God.
No, I
down
think-
to me like a child.
I mean, I think My Hero Academia, okay. So, cards on the table. I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Like, I've kept myself relatively spoiler free. So,
That was a wise decision.
what I hope will happen and think will probably happen is they'll kind of go into more like this void without All Might there. There's going to be a void.
That's what I'm most excited to
Endeavor's got to step up. All these other boys, Gang Orca.
Twitter, I don't know what happened, man. Twitter was so thirsty for Gang Orca. It was insane. I remember like Gizmodo or Kotaku,
Yeah.
they did a whole article and then just showed like 20 tweets of just thirsty people, gender in specific. I've never seen anything like it. And I'm like, is Gang Orca, and I'm gonna get real deep with you, Ethan. Real deep internet lore here.
All right.
Is Gang Orca furry? He's got to be, right? There's enough orca on him.
What's the question?
I'm curious if Twitter is just full of thirsty people for the orca part of him. Like what? Like
Obviously.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around it, and I need your expertise.
I don't know why you think I have any expertise in this matter, because I don't.
Don't you lie to me.
Yeah, explain your question a little more. Are you saying are people that are into him furries, or is he a furry? Because I don't think it was really his choice to become an orca boy.
You make a really good point. He was born a furry. Okay.
He was born in Orky.
He was born in an Orky.
Yeah.
Specific branch of the furry fandom. So, I mean, yeah, no, I saw your tweets, Ethan. You were very thirsty as well. He's a good-looking orca.
Don't
I'm
have a
not going
Twitter.
to deny that. I'm not going to deny that.
Don't have a Twitter.
That's what you would say if you were caught red-handed with some steamy tweets.
Yeah, but I also don't.
Oh, what a
It's also what I would say if I was telling the truth.
What?
So weird.
The world will never know.
Huh.
What an amazing derailing this was. Okay, next. One that we are both hype on. Another 24 episode one. This is what Wit Studio has been doing since Attack on Titan ended. Vinland Saga.
Ooh.
And I'm now finally caught up.
Me like you.
Right now it's episode 8 came out.
Correcto mando.
Mm-hmm. So up to this point, I love everything about this story. It's essentially a revenge plot.
Right.
And it's great. By what means it's a revenge, you just have to watch to find out. It's not too much of a spoiler, but again, we're trying not to be spoiler on these particular episodes. And I think this is my dark horse for anime of the year.
Wow.
I think so. I mean, the story is fresh.
I think it has a good chance, to be honest.
Yeah, the animation is so clean. And,
well, okay, let me rephrase.
Yes.
I think it should be in the talks. I don't think it has a chance. Does that make sense?
I can see that. I think you're saying it should basically get a fresh nominee or two. Right?
I'm saying I believe it should be up there with the ones that are probably going to be up there.
Okay.
But I don't think it will be.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah, and this show could really go two ways. I mean, it could fall into a cautionary revenge tale. We've seen a couple characters take this arc before, Sasuke from Naruto being a famous revenge is not the way kind of thing. But our main character is on a revenge quest, and I kind of want to see him get there. You know, I kind of want to see him.
Yeah, he's a revengey boy for sure.
Yeah. But I don't know. I love this anime. Going into the fall season, watch it if you haven't. It is on Amazon Prime. It is getting mad ratings. It is like an 8.9 right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's certified thick.
Certified thick. I like it. So something I wanted to ask you with this particular anime, and to work in Dr. Stone as well. One thing about this anime that is starting to pop up, I'm noticing in these last couple seasons, is they have these educational montages in Vinland Saga about history, about the Danish and their invasion of England and stuff like that. Do you feel that this educational thing is a byproduct of anime being potentially for younger audiences at heart? Because this is an interesting thing. We have Dr. Stone with scientific education and Vinland Saga about really deep Dark Age history education. And I'm starting to notice this, you know, they're kind of weaving in education into my plot.
I got to be honest, I'm not 100% sure why that's happening, because there's that how much can you lift or some shit dumbbell show.
Yeah, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift?
Yeah. They also are weaving in like fitness and like health.
That's right. At the end of each one, they have like an actual like
health
follow
tip.
along how to do a bench press or this or that. So what is happening?
Potentially, studios are trying to be more like good stewards of the like audienceship, maybe.
Okay, I
Like-
can buy that.
Because I think, you know, the Hikikomori and all those like shut-ins
Yeah.
in Japan are kind of a big deal, and they're getting to be even bigger of a deal for Japan as a culture. So I'm thinking potentially,
Fascinating.
well, at least with, for instance, the health one, the how heavy are the dumbbells you lift, I think potentially that is part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's to throw in some like education so they can get away with like more fan servicey type stuff. I think that might be the case with dumbbells.
Yeah.
With the other two, I think it's just, I mean, go on YouTube, you'll find tons of how-tos, science channels, and stuff like that with really, really big followings. So I think it's potentially just like a...
And one of the things I noticed between the two shows, you know, you have Dr. Stone, which is made by TMS Entertainment, and in a previous episode we talked about that their track history has been a lot of kid stuff. Sonic X, Hamtaro,
Right.
Monster Farm, or Monster Hunter, Monster Farm, whatever. And we noticed that basically,
I don't know if you guys can hear this, but there's
this
a
is
straight up
insane
vacuum
right now.
going
Yeah, hold on,
above
quick
us.
timeout.
Yeah, I don't know why all of a sudden he decided to vacuum, but we're just gonna continue on.
Is that what he's doing? He's vacuuming upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. How dare you keep your place clean?
It's the first time ever.
It's the first time ever you watch me walk into your apartment. It's like, they're recording. Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Clean the whole apartment. But I thought it was a byproduct of this being a kid's medium. At heart, a young adult medium. But with Vinland Saga, it's classified as a seinen. As for mature late teens and men. It's advertised towards a mature audience. So
Sorry, is Attack on Titan seinen?
I would think so, yeah. I think so as well. That's kind of the Wit Studios leveraging now.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Historical
those
drama.
both kind of make sense as seinens. I don't know, man. I think it just might be that it's kind of, I wouldn't say fashionable, but that's kind of what I mean. Like, it is a relatively sought after thing, is like just learning shit. I mean, there's so many YouTube channels and stuff like that, and I think it's a smart play.
Yeah.
Because I'm down.
I'm down for it.
I'm so down.
It makes plots interesting, and it makes them... You know what, Ethan? I have another theory.
It's probably bad.
No. These studios, these swindlers of intellectual property listened to a certain anime educational podcast and was like, wait a minute.
They knew it.
Wait a minute.
They heard.
Education with anime? Now this I can get behind. This is kosher.
So you're welcome, folks.
Yeah.
We created Dr. Stone.
We created Vinland Saga. We are the pioneers of
We are
education
the boys.
anime content.
Yeah, content. Why not?
Of course, why not? This is who we are. We'll take those kickbacks anytime, but sooner than later it'd be great. Let's see. Another show that we're hype on. This is a good season for us, Ethan. 7 Deadly Sins. New season.
Yeah.
Coming out October 2019. I'm hyped.
Dude, I'm going to absolutely lose it.
You're going to lose it?
I can't wait. It's like just now the coolest part.
Oh, yeah, because have you read the manga? Or do you know
No,
what the plot is?
I don't read manga
Why
intentionally.
not?
So I don't have to fucking not care.
I haven't read this manga at all, so I don't know anything about this, but I have watched Nux Taku, and some people get into some lore that is post-anime right now into the manga, and I've always been like, nope. Trying to shut that down.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I'm not normally a big care about spoilers type person, but if it's a show I know is going to be easily accessible and something I really enjoy, I just avoid them.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't hurt me to watch and, like, know about the spoilers, but it's just not ideal.
Right. Quick lightning round about this show. Favorite ability of any of the 7 Deadly Sins?
Merlin, Infinite, so sick.
Oh, we're on the same page. It was exactly what I was going to say.
Aw.
It's basically once you activate a spell, it takes nothing to keep it going. So you can just pour as much as you want to in the initial casting and just let it go. That is badass as hell.
That or, obviously, our boy.
Bond.
No.
Damn it.
You suck.
Who?
No, our boy,
Escanor?
Albright.
Albright?
That's what Nux calls Escanor.
Albright.
Albright.
Albright and Smallbright. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that a lot. Shout out to Nux. If you ever actually see this video, shout out to you on that one.
Bro. What up?
Let's see what's next. Food Wars, the 4th course. Now, I gotta be honest, man. Neither of us have seen this show, have we?
No, but everyone says it's so good. We gotta get on
The
it.
show got an 8.35.
We gotta get on
it.
it.
It is the 17th most popular show on my anime list. Why did this pass us by? What happened?
There's a lot of shiz out there. That's why.
I guess so. Maybe was it the food?
Oh wait, do you still have a job?
Oh shoot! I have a 9 to 5.
right.
Oh, that's so weird.
And we're teaching classes on the side?
Yeah. Welcome.
What up, dudes?
I see you in the back there. Quit chewing on your pencil and listen.
Did you just do a spitball? I swear to God, if you just did a spitball, it's over.
Who?
Go to the principal's office. Oh wait, I'm the principal too.
Oh, yeah, I guess we are.
Sit
This
down.
is our institution. Detention for days. We're going to make you watch Era Manga Sensei. So, fourth course. I feel like we need to get on this. We have to.
You know what? I'll tell you guys eventually about the only in-school suspension type deal I ever got.
I ever got one as well.
The old cheese stick.
I got the old spaghetti plate.
Yeah, so we'll tell you about those at some other time.
Put a pin in it. Make sure someone tell us to take it off the board. This board is getting pretty full.
It was a real, it's like a ultimate turnaround story. We went from in-school suspension to being the teachers.
Yeah, I know. We suspended the teachers, actually, once we rose to power.
Honestly, they're fired.
they're fired. Oh my gosh. We weren't bitter though. No.
Nah.
We weren't that bitter, right? Okay.
Well,
cool. Just a little bit. Okay.
I didn't do anything, but yeah, go ahead.
You know what? Fourth course, Food Wars. Now's the time. I think I got to start watching this show.
Well, we got to start over from one, right?
I know. It's not a One Piece endeavor. Let's get that like straight.
Well, how many episodes is it?
I want to say each of these episodes, like they're probably like 24, 25. it's like Black Clover.
Yeah, but I've been watching since the beginning.
I ripped through it in like a week.
Because it's good.
It's really good.
Yeah, no, you're right. We'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
We'll at least do the rule of 3.
That is true.
But everyone's down with it, so I know it's going to be a long commitment.
You know what it is? Ichi School Shonen. Food.
Ichi ni san.
She?
Go ahead.
Oh my god. But yeah. Maybe I think we should do a episode in the future, like really put our pedal to the metal, money where our mouth is, and watch this anime. People love it. It's something that needs to be viewed upon. Get ready for some Ichi content though, some of that softcore stuff. If I must.
C'est la vie.
What else we got down here? We got a lot of OVAs. We got a ReZero OVA, a Violet Evergreen OVA. Assassin's Pride caught my eye. It doesn't seem that catchy to me. Let's see what we got. Synopsis. In the world where only the aristocrats have the power to fight the monster with mana, a young...
What's the monster, Rick?
It never says. You're
How
going to
dare
have to watch
they?
it to find out.
Bad.
You're bad. Whatever.
So bad.
You're the worst. A youth named Kufa is dispatched as a tutor to find
Go yourself.
Marita's talent. What?
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Note to self. Go fuck yourself. Awesome. Awesome. Kickbacks.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
A nuisance girl born in a Duke family.
None of that makes sense. Oh, nuisance.
A nuisance girl.
Gotcha.
Born in a Duke family. If she is not talented, assassinate her. That's at least the dark side of this task.
I'm sorry, y'all listening. What the F was that?
That's it. That's the whole plot. That's the synopsis. That's all we get.
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? When we read these every season, the English is like non-existent to terrible.
It's pretty mangled.
In those like descriptions. It's like, what does that even mean? Born to Duke family? What?
Yeah, a youth named Fuck Yourself is dispatched as a tutor to find Marita's talent, a nuisance girl born in a Duke's family. If she is not talented, assassinate her. That's the dark side of this task.
Like, I guess it's a sentence, but it's not a good one.
So if we go into the studio that make it EMT squared, they have not made anything that even breached the 7 out of 10 mark.
Yoinks.
Yeah, that's
I'd say that's not boding well for them.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog. That's not great. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. It's literally the only tag is fantasy. That's all you get. And what is that coming out of the woodwork, Ethan? Is it your favorite anime of all time? Fairy Gone for a second season?
Wow, I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, right? Do you want to take a guess what it is on my anime list? Like the rating?
7.2.
6.01.
Why did you continue?
That's what I'm saying. And I don't know.
If y'all are watching, and you probably are, what the...
I mean, it is PA Works. I mean, I know they do good work. It looks okay. It's just generic as shit.
Really? So then what happened this time, Rick? 6.01 ain't sound like good work to me, boy.
Yeah, something beautiful can still be shitty. Like Charlotte.
Huh?
Something good looking can still be the worst plot of all time.
You think Charlotte is bad?
No. I think it looks great. I think it had pacing issues for days.
Okay, what is Charlotte's rating on my anime list?
7.98.
Really? It's that low? I totally did not expect that.
Did you really not?
No, I thought it was really freaking good.
PA Works made Angel Beats, Sirius the Jaeger.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
Yeah, so I mean, they
like
have some
super
stuff.
middle of the road type stuff.
Maybe is that where they're just kind of living? It's just middle
You know
of the
what?
road.
I will live in the middle of the road if it's making me anime bank.
Anna Bank.
Yeah.
Anna money.
Anna moolah.
That's way better than what I said.
Yeah, for sure.
What else we got? We got a We Never Learn show. It's the second season of a show called We Never Learn Bokuben, and it is hardcore harem. And I picked it out for you because I know you love harems. It's like your favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, it's my like number one on the list for sure.
If you're into harems, apparently this has got a lot of good ratings. Check this out. If you haven't and you do like harems and haven't seen this, it's a show about this kid named Naruyuki, whose dad says, "You're a deadbeat. Go make something of yourself." And it's his third year of high school, and he's like, "Oh shit, okay." And he basically then
He just says, "Yeah, all right."
No, seriously, he then hauls ass and gets insane grades, and he's going for something called the Special VIP nomination, which is essentially a full ride in Japan to any school, which is awesome. He gets it with a catch.
You know, Rick.
What?
I wish this was me.
Wait, so you secretly don't like harems because you're jealous of the MC?
No,
I think you are. I think you
haven't even mentioned a harem
harem.
yet. You just mentioned the kid was told he was bad at school, and he says, "You know what? I'll be great at school." It turns it around.
I led with the harem. You knew it was a harem. You wanted it to be a harem.
This is so dumb. You guys at home, you know I'm not effing around. Nah, fam.
Fine. Well, what the harem gets to is that he has to tutor two girls. He gets the VIP nomination, but then has to tutor two girls. Each girl has an awesome expertise.
Here we go.
But the other one is each other's crappy at the other's expertise. So if like one's good at math and
So
one's good
they're
at
like
writing.
the yin to their yang.
Exactly. So then he has to tutor them both, so they would both become students of value, as this was put.
Oh no.
I know. I'm reading. But yeah. So if you like, and it's somehow called a comedy harem romance school shonen.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's throw a bunch of things in there.
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Can we fit any more?
It is a light. I don't know. It feels very light novel.
Hamburger, yeah.
So we're not gonna watch this one. Maybe for the
Definitely not.
Maybe the shoujo episode, we can throw a harem or two in. Yeah.
It would have. Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna have to. If not a reverse harem.
I think it will be a reverse harem, unfortunately.
Let's get that bread. Let's get that man bread.
So my sister, for whatever reason, is forcing us to watch a shoujo and do a deep dive on it. So
yeah,
that's what we'll do.
She is the director of the shoujo department here at Weebology Institute, and
Right.
She does really good work pioneering advancements.
I mean, not that good work.
In the.
I mean, she's my sister after all.
Nepotism runs rampant here
I
at
mean-
Weebology.
What'd you expect?
If we share blood, you'll get this job. That's how it is.
Bud. Bad. I'm sorry for that,
It's
folks.
okay. No, you know what? We all slip up every once in a while. It's okay.
Well,
Yours is unexcusable though, but it's okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
We just don't do it next time. Don't even think about
I
it.
mean, I'll try.
I need you to not try. I need you to do. All right.
All right, yeah. Well, since I'm hosting this episode,
Ouch.
then,
I'm the man with the board. The video proof shows
he's
it.
got it. He does.
So, next one.
I'm along for the ride, this one, folks.
The next one is kind of interesting. I'm going to read you the title, and I want you to guess what it's about. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered, but overly cautious.
Oh, man.
Really gotta parse that one out, huh?
I think he's going to be like All Might style, but he's like afraid of doing anything because he's like too strong. Does that make sense?
That's not bad, actually. So, it's a light novel. It's an isekai.
Wow.
Goddess
Surprise.
Goddess Restarty Not kidding.
Huh?
Goddess Goddess Hristardes summons a hero who excels in every area to assist her. He's everything she expected him to be except for one tiny thing.
Good.
The anxious hero can't do anything unless he's absolutely sure nothing will go wrong. He's paranoid.
This sucks.
He's insanely paranoid.
Folks, this blows.
Here's a quote that he says. It's in the synopsis. I'll take 3 suits of armor. 1 to wear, a spare, and another spare in case I lose the first spare. Doesn't really exude badassery, does it? Not even close, dude.
I mean, it's bad sounding.
Yeah,
it don't sound good, folks.
I watched a trailer today at work when I should have been working. Anyone who works with me, just forget you heard that.
Honestly, why are you coming at my boy like that?
I got a
He's
brain break
you
too.
Stuff.
This is what I'm doing for you guys.
Yeah.
I watched a teaser trailer, and he is ripped to shreds, head to toe, literally like how heavy the dumbbells you lift. Level dude,
like Baki style.
Yeah, he is ripped up. He is good with the sword, but he was like using his strongest attacks on a level 1 slime because he wants to ensure that it dies. Like, there cannot be any room for variance at all.
What happens if he fights a strong person? Does he just not fight them because he's not sure he's gonna win?
That's kind of what I was picking up. Like, unless he's sure he'd win, he would never do it. So, I don't know. It's by White Fox, who I guess has made some interesting stuff in the past.
This could potentially be the worst show of all time.
Yeah.
Boku no Pika.
Boku no Pika. So what else we got? Another one kind of caught my eye. It's called High School Prodigies Have It Easy, Even in Another World. It's another isekai. I don't know how else to tell you that.
Believe it or not, folks, this is an isekai.
But here's what pissed me off about this one a little bit, because they've started so promising. If you just listen to the synopsis.
Uh-huh.
In Japan, there are 7
Great, that's all I need.
God damn it.
All right, we're watching this one, and I'm giving it a pre-watch 10 out of 10.
Whoa! Is that the first tenor on the show?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a hot tenor. So, honestly, seriously, I felt like this would have been really cool. In Japan, there are 7 superhuman high schoolers who are world-class geniuses in the various fields, ranging from governance to economics and beyond. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On one fateful day, these 7 wind up in a plane accident and wake up only to find themselves in another world.
Here's my question. How does entire classes of people get taken to another world?
I don't know, but I don't even know if you want to cut that out.
You know what? Continue.
That's fine.
We'll see what happens.
We're doing it live. So finding themselves in a foreign place where magic and beast people are real, par for the course.
AKA Japan. Okay, keep going.
They immediately proceed to panic, or at least that's what would have happened if they were some run-of-the-mill students.
But instead, they're geniuses.
This is like a power fantasy for Light Yagami.
I'd say it's like a Dr. Stone, but not cool.
Yeah, no, straight up. You know what? There's a kickback. I don't know. No, we should just have kickbacks around. Got yourself a kickback. There's a quote in here. Let's take it easy, because if we really let loose, I'm pretty sure we'll end up destroying this world.
So bad, so bad. What, do you have superpowers now?
No, they're just super smart.
Oh, that's it. How are they going to destroy the world?
Bombs.
Nice try, folks. Bad.
Nuclear fission.
Honestly, bad.
Science. So I thought it would have been really cool in that, like, 7, like, everyone is, like, the only thing it has going for it.
Better hold back or we'll create a black hole,
They already sound like they suck. Like,
with our government degree, absolutely F you.
The only thing that I'm excited to see, I might give it the 3-episode rule, because I want to
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm not saying
it sounds dumb,
How
but
dare
I'll watch
you?
it.
How dare you think I wouldn't? Essentially, they all have their roles to play, and if anyone falls out of line, I'm pretty sure that they're screwed. You know, I don't know how to cut it. If anyone decides to deviate from the plan or the team, their whole isekai journey would be they would implode, because they seem like they're savants at one thing only. So, I don't know. On the fence. 3 episodes, I think that's all they're gonna get from me. But that's just me. So everything else on here, kind of looked a little interesting. But the one thing that really caught my eye was Psycho-Pass 3. Now, you watched Psycho-Pass 1, did you not?
I did.
Okay. So I watched 1 and 2. 2 was not great at all. It essentially had wicked pacing problems, and the writing was not great. Scripting was not great at all. However, the reason why I'm excited for number 3, cue note turn, it's on the back of my notes. 1 second.
I'd like to give you all a little insight. His handwriting is... Whoa.
Trash.
It is all over the place.
Doctor notes compared to mine look like beautiful calligraphy.
It looks like the scribblings of a madman.
You are not wrong. You're extremely right.
He's a mad lad,
I'm a
folks.
mad lad. But the reason why I'm excited for it is because the premise is still super and unique. What if you can arrest people on the ability to maybe commit a crime?
Minority Report. All right, move on.
Yeah, Minority Report. There you go. And Kogami and Suminori, the two people,
Who
Kogami
cares?
and his
Moving
handler.
on.
Yeah, they're an awesome set of characters. There's a dude named Gen Orobushi. He was the main writer and the series composition head for season 1, and he only did backseat planning for season 2. And reports, I did some research and sources have said that he is back for season 3 as a main scriptwriter. So we may be finally in a place where Psycho-Pass is back to its original glory, and I'm really hyped to try to check that out. So
Okay.
if you're kind of a little bit not happy with season 2, kind of a bad taste in your mouth, I recommend you give season 3 at least the proper 3.
I can get behind that.
And then that's my pitch for that show. Everything else, run of them. I don't know. Nothing really catches our eye. There's a new Fate show, obviously.
Honestly, it'd be more surprising if there wasn't a new Fade show.
Ooh, new show from Madhouse called No Guns Life. You heard about this one?
I have.
Yeah. So ex-soldier Inui Juzo has one question: who turned him into a cyborg and erased his memories? I'd have way more questions than that. Wait, that is 2 questions. Who turned me into a cyborg? Number 2, who erased my memories?
And
Man.
wait a minute, how did I become a cyborg?
He doesn't have a lot of brains up there from the sound of it. And for good reason. He was turned into a man with a gun for a head.
Oh, yeah.
His whole head looks like the barrel set of a revolver.
It's so bad.
It looks dumb, but man, it's Madhouse.
It's so bad.
I'm really interested. It's action sci-fi signing.
It better be when your head's a fucking gun.
Let's see. After the war, cyborg soldiers known as the Extended were discharged, and Inu Juzo was one of them.
All right, they're called the Extended. I am instantly in.
Oh, that's your thing, right?
Yeah.
When you have a group of people called something,
That's all you gotta do. Call it something.
With no memory of a previous life or who replaced his head and why, Inui now scratches out a living in the dark streets of the city as a revolver.
This is so dumb.
Wait, that's literally what he
no.
is. I get it. He's literally a revolver. Oh my gosh.
This really is.
I'm really going to give it my time.
I have to, but...
This is why I'm into anime. The stuff that I never would have thought of. Like,
yikes.
I used to be in the war, but now my head is a gun.
But now I'm a gun.
And I have no memories.
Bad.
What's a gun to do? Is No Life 2 going to be called Son of a Gun? Please tell me it's going to be called Son of a Gun. I don't want to hear nothing from you. That was gold.
I think I have to turn this off now.
What do you mean, like the podcast as a whole, or?
No, like, yeah, definitely.
Just for shutting it down.
Maybe your life, too.
Oh, so tune in next time for No Gun Life 2, Son of a Gun. Said it again. Boom!
No!
And yeah, everything else, I don't know. I'm scrolling down here. Babylon looks kind of cool. It's a thriller about it's a public prosecutor in Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office. About apparently an anesthesiologist who looks like a murderer because they find a bunch of blood, hair, skin, and paper with the letter F on it. You like that twist?
F for respects in the chat.
Someone died. What's the first thing you do?
F in the chat,
F
boys.
in the chat, boys.
Well, it sounds like kind of the mainstays are up near the top there of the episode, and
They really are.
we're kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel now. I'll
Scraping the bottom looks pretty good though.
potentially hit up that anesthesia one.
Yeah. There's Beastars, which is Zootopia,
Not
the
doing
anime,
that.
the show.
Definitely not doing that.
Yep, it's Furries, the show for sure.
Yep, 100%.
That's actually what brought up Furries earlier. Cause I was scrolling through, I'm like, Beastars, okay. Oh, Gang Orca. Gang Orca to fit right in. I will say though, I saw a trailer for Beastars. Could be potentially some of the coolest, most seamless CGI I've ever seen. The whole show is CGI. But at first glance, I was like, what?
At what cost?
At
what cost?
This is a great cost.
Hey, so Rick,
yes.
summer night 2019 was sick.
It
Sounds like
was.
fall might be a continuation of that. If you had to put your money on it, what's going to be better, summer or fall?
Ooh. It's got to be fall. There's a lot of stuff that I know we like particularly that are coming back. A lot of studios that we didn't see last season are now throwing. Cloverworks is throwing stuff into the game. Well, at least I think they actually have a couple shows coming out. So if we saw a studio last season, they got more of the same. We have potential Anime of the Year competitors happening this season.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. I didn't think I was going to, and then you mentioned My Hero Academia.
Yep.
7 Deadly Sins.
Vinland Saga.
And all the good ones that we already like.
That's right.
From
It's
summer.
all the leftovers. So
It's like summer plus.
and fall has always been known to have. It's always the fall and winter because the winter starts the next year, and fall is kind of like the big bangers of anime always kind of come out in full force
For sure.
in this season. So
Well, I'm super
hyped.
excited.
I'm hyped.
I know you are
ready for
too.
it.
Potentially just because you said that.
Yes, of course. I'm so hyped.
But thank you guys so much for listening or watching or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, we now have more ways to absorb this information into your
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah, so if you would like to listen to our podcast, it is on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcast, and many more.
And anywhere you dig up your podcast, because that's a thing
Yes.
now. That's a thing I say now.
We have
so.
to excavate those bad boys.
Oh yeah, you find that treasure. And
You also may be watching this on YouTube.
hi.
Hey.
Only the people on YouTube can see me doing this weird hand motion.
All right, then. Yeah, so just, thank you guys so much for listening. We had a good time. We will see you on the next one. Thank you for coming to class.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming to class. Make sure you pick up your tests on the way out, and we're still waiting on those tuition
Yeah,
checks.
and pay tuition. What's going on
We still
here?
are waiting for those tuition checks. This isn't a charity, okay? We need those tuition checks,
Yeah.
or this goes away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's
so-
a big blow to the hearts of many of you.
But thank you very much for coming. I'm Ricky,
And I'm Ethan.
and this has been Weebology.
Peace.
Obtuses.
Obtuses.
Deuces.
Yeah.